Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Bhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Jana Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Jana. What need of rituals a man has, what need of devotions anymore if he repeats the mother's name at the 3 holy hours. Rituals may perceive him close, but never can they overtake him. All these we see, constant thought of the divine, constant thought of the reality of the higher existence, of our own existence of spiritual level, the various layers of our existence, Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira, beyond that my real existence. All this, when we start dwelling in realities of life, realities of existence, then we'll be released from the cocoon that we have wound around us. From childhood we have developed certain attitudes, certain thoughts and certain reflections, certain understandings. This is like this, this is like this, he is like this, she is like this. This is right, this is wrong. Everything what we have experienced, what we have seen, whatever we have known, what we have understood, has created a prison house in which we are staying now. So, to come out of all this, to free ourselves, we have to constantly think of the divine. Whatever we have thought of till today is only with respect to my bodily existence, which is the most falsehood in this world. I am body is the biggest false that we can think of or we can utter. I am this body. Every day it is changing and I am not changing. Body is changing. It was in the womb of mother, came out, is constantly growing, it is becoming old, it is going to be destroyed. Shad Vikara, it is going to pass through. Jayate, Asti, Vardate, Viparinimate, Apakshiyate, Nashyati. It constantly going on. With that body as myself, I have seen everything, I have judged everything, I have labeled everything in this world, and this is how I have created a prison house of my own in which I am dwelling now. I will have to come out of this prison house if I want freedom. Another prison house in which I am dwelling is the conditioned existence of mind. From going to school day, meeting with people, getting the education in the school, everything has put a condition upon me. The day I came out of college, what they fed this biocomputer in the schools and everywhere, and it has created a software inside which has conditioned me. My thoughts are conditioned. My life is conditioned. My awarenesses are conditioned. Whole thing is conditioned. I am living in another prison house of this conditioned being. So I have to come out of this. Somebody has to release me from this conditioned state. My thinking, if you see a doctor, he has been fed with such an information, he cannot think anything other than that. A groove has been formed his brain. A fever patient sees, immediately nothing comes to his mind except paracetamol. How much condition do you see? The moment there is an alternative, there is a thing, new inventions, new way of seeing, new way of thinking. We never limited in our from ancient times, even Ayurveda, never saw the body conditions. It penetrated through and through. What is there in the psychic existence? What is in the other level of his being? The senses level, what is happening? At the mind level, what is happening? What is the intellectual level? What is his emotional being? What is happening? All layers they will see from the body to self and decide what medicine is to be given. And that medicine is not the medicine of the titrations done in the lab. It is lovingly talking to plant. What can you give me, my child? What can you give me, my friend? Lovingly talk to that plant. Ask it what it can, in what way it can serve me. It says you can use me for this. That is how the language with which they lived with everything in this universe, every bit of existence. The earth they could speak to, the plants they could speak to, the sky and air they can speak to. And where are we? We are far and far away. Every scientific knowledge, every technology they developed, every research they conducted is taking us away and away from nature. We were one with nature, a part of, inseparable from nature. Loved nature and nature loved me in such a way that I was never aware of my body. And the day has come, I have separated from the nature and intensely I have become a body. And I live as body, grow as body, die as body. So, do we call this a sane man or insane man? Very difficult to say. And whatever we see, whatever the psychology has brought into picture is exactly against the nature's plan of evolution. How the conditioning of the mind and body. In the whole of West, there is a trend, don't suppress anything, express freely. You get angry, express freely. You get lust, express freely. Don't suppress anything. That is the way to live. Man has become irresponsible. He is digging his own grave. How we were taught, my child, nature is overtaking you. Have self-control, have control, transcend the mind and go beyond. The psychologists say, yield to nature, yield to nature. Be a slave of nature. How the whole trend changes time to time. We are intensely becoming body, seeking bodily comforts and enjoyments, and science and technology has many things to throw. as baits to catch you. So we are enslaving ourselves. Atman is ever free. Nobody taught us in the school or anywhere else that you are Atman, my child. You are free. Why are you getting bound? Whichever limits you, whichever binds you, throw it away. Be ever free. You are Atman. You are divine. You are pure. You are stainless. Nobody told us. How we are moving away from divine, how we are moving away from nature, and how we are becoming puny slaves in this world, seeking a little love and support in the world. That is our pitiable condition, just because of negligence. Parents have great responsibilities to discharge. Similarly, as student, we have our own responsibilities to bear, to hold, to work up. Nobody can help us in any way for our evolution. Maximum, they can throw a map at you. This is the way, go. Nobody can walk with you. Nobody can help you in any way. You have to get up. You must know your own responsibilities and start walking. Oh, this is the way I have to go. Yes, I will not yield to anything else. So this transformation is what is expected. And here we see in Gospel of Ramakrishna, he is taking us back to the old Vedic times, to go in the straight path to the divine, to everlasting peace, everlasting joy, everlasting bliss, and everlasting freedom. So all this, Sri Ramakrishna, what he is telling now here in the song, he is singing a song, but the song is conveying us that beyond Sattva Rajatama, there is a state. Even bhakti has an end. Bhaktya vishanti mam. The ecstatic love of God, they will enter into me in the end, at the fulfillment of the jnana. What is the need of rituals? If a man can, that is, if I can wake up to the realities of life, what need is there? We have moved away from the reality. That's why we need all things, rituals, this, that and all. Otherwise, just pure love of God is sufficient. Lovingly call on God, He says, yes, my child. So, we have become so artificial, no truth in us, to stand and before God and tell, I love you, my Lord. He has to reveal. Where is that faith? Where is that dedication? Sri Ramakrishna is expecting that. He is explaining how we can transform our lives from the gross materialistic life to the religious life, and from the religious life to the pure spiritual life. Here, pure spiritual life, gunatita is shown. Rituals becomes a lower level of in the ladder that we are climbing up. It is not wrong. It is not false. Rituals are needed. It is one of the rung in the ladder. After one rung, you will climb the other rung. The ultimate rung of divine love, where all rituals are left behind, and he climbs to a higher level of consciousness is being shown. rituals may pursue him close, but can never overtake him, because it's a lower ring. He has climbed to the higher rung in the ladder. So once he has left the rituals and gone to the pure love, ecstatic love of God, and there is no coming down. If he again holds on to rituals, he is coming down one step. He has transcended it and come. He has overgrown it and come here. Here you see Shuddha Bhakti. There is no Kriya, puja, worship, everything has gone beyond and he is standing. Now the rung is still behind him, as if it is chasing him, it is following him. But that lower rung can never go up, become an upper rung in the ladder. It cannot overtake. Charity, vows, and giving of gifts do not appeal to Madan's mind. Charity, vow, and giving gift. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma. Na tyajyamiti chapare. Bhagavad Gita. Yajna is what is done for gods. Bhagavad Arpanam, Bhagavad Prityartham. Whatever is done is yajna. Dana is whatever we do for other human beings. Dana. Tapa is what I do for my own self. Doing for God, doing for other humans, and doing for one's own self. So, yajna, dana, tapa, karma, na tyajyamiti. What for? They are pavanani manishna. They are the sanctifying things which sanctify man to raise to the higher levels of existence. So, pavanikarana, it does pavana. So, yajna, dana, tapa should never be given up. No giving up, no. So, yajna, dana, tapa. He says, even that doesn't appeal me. Charity, vows is tapa. Giving gift is in the name of God, is pleasing God. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma. Charity, vows and gifts which are not supposed to be given up, that also doesn't appeal to Madan. Madan is the author of the song. Madan's mind. The blissful mother's lotus feet are whole prayer and sacrifice. Mother's feet. We saw yesterday, feet has the deepest significance in philosophy, Indian philosophy. The Shudras are supposed to have come from the feet of God. The highest support of existence of a society, a social structure exists only because of labor. Labor are the supporters, they are like pillars, just like legs are pillars for the human body. They are pillars of the society, and society moves, exists because of the Shudras, the feet. Because of the feet, we are able to move. If feet are not there, there is no chance of. We have to only look without movement. If labor are not there, no work will move. All are managers. If in a company, if two managers are there, what happens? Opposition party. Two parties it will become. That is not. Suppose all are managers, no labor. Only brain is there, rest of the part is not there. Nothing happens. Shika will go nicely. That's all. from the brain. So, Brahmana is brain, Bahu is Kshatriya, Vaishya, Uru, Tadasya, Tadvaishya, which supports both the upper and lower. Shudras also it supports, it receives the strength from Shudras and transfers it to Kshatriya and Brahmana. In between it stands. Vaishya is one who purchases and sells, looks after the cows and production. How beautifully they have designed in the form of the God you see. Small brain, controlling everything, sitting there inside the safe cell of the skull. Just like minister sits in the AC room, it is sitting there, trying to govern the whole bodily movements. So that the concept of the whole thing is how harmoniously the bodily system works. That was the plan of the ancients in forming the Varnashraya Dharma, Varnashrama Dharma. Varna is Chaturvarna, Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahmana is brain, Kshatriya is arms, Vaishya is the linking part, the thighs, and feet is the Shudra. What a beautiful concept. All work in perfect harmony. Which part we don't want to let us see? Brain shall I remove away? No. Legs shall we remove away? No. Thighs shall we remove away? No. Nothing can be eliminated. And nobody questions. Leg will never question the brain. Why are you there when I am here? You come and start walking, I will sit in the skull. Never the feet says. But lovingly offers its services. Each part working in its own way, contributing to the whole system. So this is the natural system of nature, of an organized way of living, perfect organized way of living. This will remain at all times, wherever there is an organization. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. The labor, Shudra, Vaishya, purchases and sales, raw material and finished products. And then watch and ward, security, and then management. These four will remain. Whether it is a country, whether it is a body, wherever there is a working together, it will remain. In bodily system itself, how every cell is carrying food to other cells and taking away the waste and throwing. How beautifully the whole system is working. The same system reflects in the society, a perfected society. So we see that the mother's feet, the whole universe is a constantly changing flux. Everything is changing every moment. One atom, look at the atom's structure. So many electrons are continuously moving around the nucleus, non-stop, in different directions. What a beautiful thing. If you look at our eyes cannot chase the micro level, atomic level, I cannot perceive, my eyes cannot perceive. If you can perceive, you will see intense activity going on in every atom, whether it is a grain of sand or the sofa or bodily existence, you will see every atom is in an active working state. Non-stop it is working. These movements everywhere is keeping the universe existing. How the soul evolves to the optimum, again collapses, goes to the negativity, again raises to the ultimate positivity, goes on oscillating from 0 to infinity, infinity to minus 0, 0 to minus infinity. So it goes on and on. Like Shiva's Damaru, it goes on. The whole universe comes and dissolves. So everything is in motion. What is in motion is feet of Mother. But the Panchatanmatras coming up. Mother's feet are getting exposed little by little. Its growth, its multiplication, the full-fledged universe, multifarious universe with varieties and patterns, then it's expanding to the optimum level, again collapsing back. This Srishti Pralaya constantly going on, every cycle going on. The water is falling, it is flowing as river, again drying up, becoming cloud, again rain, river, water, cloud. It's going on and on, cycle. Egg, hen, seed, tree, cycles are going on. This constantly changing cycle, birth, death, how it is going. These cycles are Mother's feet because it is changing, it is moving. My feet always moves. Wherever you see the change, you see there is, on whichever time is acting, Kala, Jagat, Kalo Jagat Bhakshaka. It is eating away everything. So, on whichever there is Kala is acting, it is undergoing transformation, change. Changes alone register time. And when there is movement, there is time. Time is Mother's feet. It is changing everything. So wherever there is a change, you can feel the presence of Mother. Oh, she is walking this way. She is moving this way. She is moving that way. Movements, wherever you see, mind is moving. It is thinking. Singing is going on. Thinking is going on. Feeling is going on. On and on movements. Everywhere. You can see the Mother's glory, Mother's presence, Mother's feet. Feet is what makes a thing move. The universe is on motion and it is called the Mother's feet. Just like the whole universe is considered a Shivalinga, an emblem of Shiva, a pratika of Shiva. The Shiva is in the form of the universe. In the same way, here, feet of the Mother represents all movements, including Srishti, the Pralaya. Jivas coming into existence and going back to the root again, to the Absolute. The whole thing repeats. And this repetition, non-stop repetition of movement is again we call the Mother's feet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.